Hello, Providence hockey fans. Welcome to This Week in Friars Hockey. I'm Nick Rojas. The Friars had a pair of wins over this past weekend, winning on the road over AIC before returning home to Schneider Arena to defeat UConn. This weekend, it's a full hockey schedule with a home-and-home series scheduled with the New Hampshire Wildcats. On today's episode, Coach Leaman joins us to talk about his team handling the grind over the last 2 weeks. Plus, he talks about his Hobey Baker candidates in Jack Dugan and Tyce Thompson. This Week in Friars Hockey starts right now. We are joined for the first time in 2020 with the head coach of the men's ice hockey team, Coach Leaman. Coach, it's been a bit of a grind for your team over the last 2 weeks or so. 4 games in 8 days. How do you feel like your team responded?
Well, I think they responded excellent. Obviously starting the break with the tournament in Vermont, and I think we played, not a great first game, but we came back and played a really good second game, and then, the highlight of what our break is really going out to Vegas and playing a really good tournament out there, winning the tournament, and really kind of seeing how you measure up against, one of the number one team in the country right now, and I like the way we played. I like what we're doing. The guys were tired against UConn, but I love that we grinded one out. I mean, we didn't have our best game. We had a lot of guys that were tired, but we found a way to win a game, and that was really important. So see a lot of growth and really happy with the group right now.
And currently your team's on the longest unbeaten streak of the season. What are some of the things and small things that you've improved on that is led to the team's consistency in this part of the season that maybe wasn't there in the first half?
Team defense and our penalty kill. Those are the 2 big areas that I think we've improved the most. I think we've only given up 1 power play goal since back from break, and team defense, only Cornell got more than 1 goal against us. So, you're playing too good in those areas. Obviously, Michael Lackey's playing terrific too right now. So those are things that I think we've done a better job. Now, the flip side of that is our scoring's down a little bit, and we've been focusing this week on making sure we're getting back to the net, we're ripping pucks, and we're getting scoring.
So right now at Hockey's, where it stands, you're in first place, but there's quite a logjam there in the standings. Critical this weekend with a Hockey's opponent. What does your team have to do to stay successful?
Win. But, more importantly, play great hockey. I mean, we got to know what makes us tick. That's kind of been our challenges. Now we know, the first half's over. We know what makes us tick. We know when we're playing bad hockey. So can we stick to our identity? And UNH is a team, they've won 4 in a row. They've only lost 1 game at home this year. We got, this is going to be a great weekend. So we're looking forward to the challenge.
Absolutely. And now, before we go, Hobey Baker voting is now open. You have 2 candidates, Jack Dugan and Tyce Thompson. Contrasting styles, Jack Dugan more with the assists, Tyce leading the country in goals. How have you seen those 2 guys evolve from where they were as freshmen to now?
Tyce is a guy that keeps growing, like literally growing, and he's just a late blooming kid as far as a late developing kid, and he keeps getting better and better. He's one of the hardest working players I've been around, so he's a pleasant surprise, but I think he's going to keep getting better. And Jack is a player that has unbelievable vision. He can find a guy at any place on the ice. He's learning very much to play when he's the target of the opponent. I think that's kind of been a challenge for him a little bit the last 6-7 games, but he's doing a really good job with this. So both guys are growing and they're getting better. They both bring different aspects of the team, and the one thing that a lot of people don't know is that they don't play on the same line, and you get that a lot. They all think they play together, but they don't. They're both carrying their lines, and they're both doing a terrific job.
All right, Coach. Well, thank you so much for your time, and good luck this weekend.
Thanks, Nick.
My name is Caleb Rule. I'm from Lansing, Michigan, and I'll be a freshman. Probably gonna have to be an apple pie from McDonald's because those things are fire. Last movie I watched was Django. I've probably seen that movie upwards of 500 times. I would want to say my dad, but he wasn't a hockey player. He was a golfer. Most of my family golf, but in terms of a hockey player, I would say Pavel Datsyuk. Favorite thing to do away from hockey would have to be ride my dirt bike with one of my best friends. He lives on a couple hundred acres of land, so we could just kind of go out there and rip around. The atmosphere is amazing. The history of the program is excellent, and I'm excited to be part of a winning team.
For a breakdown on the matchup with the Wildcats, we send it over to Mike DeMars. Mike?
Thanks, Nick. The Friars have a home-and-home series with UNH this weekend, starting Friday night at Schneider Arena before heading north to the Whittemore Center on Saturday. The Wildcats come to town with an 11-8-1 overall record, and they are 5-5-0 in Hockey East play. Junior Charlie Kelleher is leading UNH with 14 assists and 19 total points. The native of Longmeadow, Massachusetts recorded 18 assists and 21 total points as a sophomore last season. The Wildcats' leading goal scorer is Angus Cruikshank. The sophomore from North Vancouver has 10 goals on the year, matching his total from his freshman season. It'll be interesting to see if the Wildcats continue to ride the hot hand of goaltender Ty Taylor. The sophomore has started the last 3 games for UNH and has gone 3-0 with victories over Yale, Brown, and Northeastern. Last season, the Friars picked up a win and a tie against UNH, and this will be the Friars and Wildcats' only 2 meetings of the season. That's your weekend preview. Sending it back to you, Nick.
Thanks, Mike. That'll just about wrap up today's episode. A big thank you, as always, to our guest, Coach Leaman, for joining us. Friday night's game is right here at Schneider Arena. Tickets are still available for great seats, but if you can't make it out, you can watch it on TV on NESN. Saturday night, the Friars head up to Durham, New Hampshire to play the Wildcats at the Whittemore Center. That game also starts at 7, and you can watch it on CBS All Access. As always, both games are on News Radio 104.7 FM. And of course, you can always follow the team on social media, on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and head to Friars.com for all the post pictures and updates. Thank you so much for watching This Week in Friars Hockey. We'll see you next time. Have a great day.